Welcome back to the channel, Shoe Fanatics. If you're new here, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. Now, this list was very tough to compile. As you see in the title, this is the top 10 pickups of mine for 2020. But you may not be even interested in this one. And the reason why is because there's not going to be a single Jordan 1 on this list. I did compile my Jordan 1 list like last week or so. Feel free to check that out. I'll link it down below. The Jordan 1 silhouette is so popular, the other silhouettes gets pushed to the wayside, right? So I decided to give the other silhouettes some love, show them the proper appreciation that they deserve. So unfortunately, no Jordan 1s on this list. If that doesn't appeal to you, maybe this is not the list for you. For everybody else, we know how hard it was to cop Jordan 1s this year. So if you struck out on a lot of Jordan 1s, maybe you took some of these shoes as a consolation prize. Got to give a couple of honorable mentions to some shoes I just wasn't able to pick up. Number one, the Air Jordan 3 UNC. I slept on this shoe for some strange reason. I think I was busy and couldn't pick it up. I absolutely positively regret that now. I think the shoe's materials are nice. It's a UNC colorway. It's a Jordan 3. What more do you need? I wish I could go after it, but I think the prices are sky high on it. So, maybe someday, but not right now. Another one goes to the Air Jordan 11 Jubilee. I'm going to get that shoe eventually. I was going to sleep on it because I have a couple of Jordan 11s already that are too similar in nature. But if I do get my hands on this shoe, I'm going to tell you then like I'm telling you now. The Jordan 11 Jubilee is most likely a must cop. What you must realize is that most other Jordan 11s are going to read retro. At some point in the future, we're going to get another pair of Concords. We're going to get another pair of Breads. We're going to get another pair of Space Jams. There's so many other colorways that we're going to get. We know we're getting a Cool Grays again next year, but there's only one 25th anniversary. There will only ever be one 25th anniversary. There'll be a 30th and a 40th and a 50th, but only one 25th. We may never see the Jubilee ever again. And that's why I regret sleeping on it. And that's why I'm going to pick it up some point in the future. So here they are, my top 10 non-Jordan 1 releases of 2020. Coming in at number 10 is the Air Jordan 1 Alternate Grape. This is a pretty good shoe in my opinion. I didn't feel like I had to have it, but because this was the 30th anniversary, I believe, of the Air Jordan 5, Jordan Brand really pumped out high quality Jordan 5s this year. The Air Jordan 5 Alternate Grape is no exception, featuring a really nice and premium suede material all over it with that nice grape colorway, as well as that dark reflective tongue that's present. Got the nice hints of turquoise with the cement splatter. Underrated, but still a really nice shoe. That's why it's coming in at number 10, the Air Jordan 5 Alternate Grape. Coming in at number 9 is the Air Jordan 3 Red Cement. Now this shoe got so much hate. When the shoe was announced, just like a Jordan 3 Black Cement or a Jordan 3 White Cement, you would assume that the Jordan 3 Red Cement will be super popular. Now the problem is, Jordan Brand pumped this shoe out in such high quantity that the term brick started to be thrown around. This shoe came in two different flavors, one of which does have the classic Nike Air on the back, and the other one that has a Nike Shy on the back. The cut of this shoe with the tongue and the shape of it was as close to the OG Jordan 3 that we have gotten in a very long time. In this particular case, quantity means that this shoe is no good to the community, which is such a shame. If this shoe had been painted black, it would have been an instant sellout. I'm still gonna give this shoe mad respect. Super comfortable. It's an all red Jordan 3. Can't really go too wrong with that. Number 9, the Air Jordan 3 Red Cement. Now this is where it got really tough for me. Coming in at number 8 is the Air Jordan 5 Apple Green. Let's call the shoe what it was. It was the everyman's PE of the Air Jordan 5 Oregon Ducks, featuring the apple green colorway, which is just a slightly different shade of green than featured on the Oregon Duck shoe. This one comes in with a nice suede or nubuck material. Again, a black reflective tongue, the yellow hints, and the shoe is just great all around. What stopped people from really liking the shoe is, of course, that tag on the back. I didn't mind the tag. I think the quality and the material and execution of the shoe was so good that you could look past the tag. Very, very great shoe. I think this is underrated and highly slept on. This is number 8, the Air Jordan 5 Apple Green, aka Oregon Duck PE. Coming in at number 7, another shoe which is so slept on and not talked about nearly enough. And that's always because, again, the Jordan 1 dominates the community. But I'm talking about the Air Jordan 14 Hyper Royal. I didn't know what to expect when this shoe first debuted. I'm a 14 fan, not a huge one, but definitely it's on my radar. Probably a top 6 silhouette of mine. Now this shoe has a ridged upper, which I'm not a fan of on this model. However, once I got this in hand and actually felt how soft the materials was, I was simply a believer in the shoe. That Hyper Royal colorway is like a metallic candy paint on top of the shark's teeth and as well as on the real part of it. Now that paint separates this shoe from the Jordan 14 Candy Cane, which has a regular satin finish or just a regular gloss finish. This metallic paint definitely makes this shoe stand out much more than the Candy Cane. And of course, you can't go wrong with Hyper Royal. Great details on the shoe all around. It's definitely one of my favorites. This is number 7, the Air Jordan 14 Hyper Royal. Coming in at number 6, this shoe is far too low on this list for my liking, but there are certain things, certain qualities the other shoes ahead of this one possess that just take them over the top. I'm talking about the Air Jordan 4 PSG. Some of you might not understand why this shoe is on the list, and I think that's because you may not have the shoe in hand. If you did, you will understand how good the quality and leather on this shoe feels. The execution and concept of this shoe is definitely out of this world. When I first saw the shoe, I was a little bit disappointed. Reason being is because it didn't fit in with the PSG motif that the other 3 silhouettes already had. Those silhouettes being the Air Jordan 1, the Air Jordan 5, and the Air Jordan 6. But this one stands out on its own and is executed so well. The details that are different than the normal Jordan 4 with this spongy back tab being different than the hard plastic is such a nice little treat. Hints of PSG and Paris Saint-Germain collab just adorn the shoe, even here on the tag on the front. I mean, it's just such a phenomenal shoe, so nice. Jordan Brand blesses us with some collabs like this, and it's underappreciated and underused. Sad. That's the Air Jordan 4 PSG. Coming in at number 5 is the Jordan 5. And speaking of the 5s, as I already mentioned, it was the 30th anniversary of the Jordan 5. It's the Air Jordan 5 Fire Red. This is the one that made me a believer in Jordan 5s. I had relegated it to somewhere around the bottom of my favorite silhouettes for no other reason than I just didn't get excited about the colorways and overall shape. This one definitely changed my mind. The materials on the shoe is not in quite that soft of a leather, but it's still a nice one. It's got that great reflective tongue. Nothing better than having Nike Air on the booty. The fit and finish, the comfortability of Jordan 5s, especially how iconic and classic this one is, makes this one so dope. I don't have enough nice things to say about it. It's a solid contender for one of the better Jordan colorways of the year, but just so much other stuff that came out. But listen, don't sleep. This is a must cop, an OG colorway. Always needs to make its way into any collector's collection. The Air Jordan 5 Fire Red. Coming in at number 4, another one you guys really did dirty. This shoe, I believe, was supposed to debut back in 2019, but the COVID situation and all this craziness made this shoe get delayed. And people unfortunately lost interest in this shoe, which is an absolute travesty. I'm talking about the Air Jordan 6 DMP. So if you know the history of the shoe, this shoe did debut, I think, in 2006, but don't quote me on that. It's been a long time since I did the research on it. This shoe came in a pack with the Jordan 11, and that's the DMP for the Defining Moments pack. Now, this shoe is nothing but a glorified Jordan 6 Infrared, which I might add is one of my favorite shoes of all time. The material is a standard nubuck, nothing different. This shoe does come with a gold dog tag that has some famous inspirational words or something about celebrating Jordan's first three-peat, something like that. But either way, the shoe's just so nice, man. Such a very nice shoe. I think it could be like a collector's shoe. It's a damn shame that the DMP 11 wasn't released alongside of it, or at least sometime this year. That would have been great. But hopefully we can expect the cousin or the sister shoe to this to pop up sometime next year. Jordan 6 is one of my favorite colorways. I'm glad I have this shoe in my collection, and that's why it's so high. And once again, that's the Air Jordan 6 DMP. Coming in at number 3, it's really tough for me to put this shoe this high. Thankfully, I didn't have too many issues with it, but I just did a review on it a couple of weeks ago, and so many of you had quality control issues with this shoe, it was unreal. I'm talking about the Air Jordan 4 Fire Red. What else needs to be said about the Air Jordan 4? The Black Cement 4, which we see Jordan hitting a shot over Craig Elo in the playoffs, cemented the Jordan 4 silhouette as an iconic grail. This being one of the OG colorways that were released during his home and away playing days makes this shoe just something to behold. It's a shame that Jordan brand pushed out B-grade shoes probably during their early releases. But since I didn't get those shoes, I just got to be fair and honest and appreciate the shoe for what it is. I think it's absolutely a must cop for any collector. And again, that Nike Air on the back just does it for me. OG colorways, they definitely get special and preferential treatment. This is my third pick for Jordan 2020 release, the Air Jordan 4 Fire Red. Coming in at number 2 is a shoe you guys probably won't understand why it's so high. For me personally, I have a sentimental memory of the Air Jordan 14 Black Toe, and this guy was the closest I was going to get to it. This is the Air Jordan 14 Gym Red Toro Red Black Toe. Whatever you want to call it, the shoe is fine as hell. Very, very nice materials, a beautiful color of red, nice suede on it. This off-white, rubber piece down here at the bottom just stands out, so it's just phenomenal, man. A lot of people don't have a respect for the Black Toe 14, and that's fine. I get it. But this shoe looks so sleek and so sexy. I mean, it looks like a red Ferrari. Well, that's actually what Tinker was going for when he designed the shoe. The shoe has such nice little details on it. It's such a great, great colorway. I don't see why people aren't talking about this shoe more often. In actuality, I think I do know why. Jordan 14 is not that much of an appreciated silhouette. That's okay. But for me, the sentimental value of it and how close it is to one of my favorite shoes of all time bumped this shoe up a whole lot. Again, that's the Air Jordan 14 Toro Gym Red. Last but not least, my number 1 pick for Air Jordan release of 2020, not including Jordan 1s, is the Air Jordan Flint 13. Now you guys should have seen this coming. The Jordan 1 and Hypebeast shoes are such a juggernaut in the community that the standard and even, classic colorways of Jordan get pushed to the wayside. That's really a shame. The Air Jordan 13, this is actually my second pair of Flints. I own this 2020 pair and the 2010 pair. That's how good and how classic and iconic these shoes are. But you guys just don't talk about them that much because you guys rather talk about off-whites and unions. And I get it. It's sexy to talk about. But let's not forget the shoes that made Jordan popular. And this one being chiefly among them. Such a phenomenal shoe. I picked this one up on a shock drop. It's been with me since May, I think. And I'm going to keep this one on ice for as long as I possibly can. I'm going to wear the 2010 version out. And this one's just going to stick and stay clean. So you guys have got to give this shoe much more love and give it the appreciation that it deserves. That's the number 1 pickup for me of 2020, the Air Jordan Flint 13. I hope you guys enjoyed this list. That was my favorite pickups of the year. I think it's a pretty decent list. Tell me what you would have taken away. Tell me what you would have added. Give me your opinion down below. I appreciate you guys sticking in there. As I always say, do me a favor, hit the like button, share, subscribe, comment, do that good stuff. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.